Hey, so while there are, I don't know, dozens of videos out there about the Final Fantasy Commander decks, I figured I'd pop them open on camera, kind of I have not looked at every single card in these, and plus you have the little bonus pack inside of them in which you are, I guess now they're filled primarily with Commander cards this time, which I think is, I don't know, weirdly seems like the right play. Um, so we're going to take a look through these today. No, I did not buy the collector ones. The price went insane, and I'm unwilling to do that, admittedly. So that's okay. But got the regular ones. That's perfect. All right, let's pop this thing open. So first we're going to start with the Revival Trance, which is a really cool deck, at least from what I've seen anyway. I know it's not the most popular of the group. But I've also don't always care about what's the most popular thing. Okay, so we've got a deck, instructions, thingy, collector booster, and okay. I did find it interesting that Celis didn't really have a main card in the product. I found that fascinating. Wonder why that was the case, but who knows? All right. So I'm going to save these to the side for a second. So I'm going to cut the lands. List the basics. Are there basics? Oh, yeah. Okay. Of course there are. So we got Terra, Herald of Hope. Is a outstanding recursion engine. Celis. I'm going to get these things sleeved after this. Coin of Fate. God, so many new cards. I'm going to have to do a lot of reading. All right, Cyan. Okay. General Leo Christoph. Espers to Magicite. The Falcon. Interceptor. Rejoin the fight. There's Shadow. Okay, he also didn't really have a card in the main set. Siegfried. I don't think he did either. Gao. The Commander Go-Go. Sabin. Strago and Realm. Okay. Ooh, okay. Umaro, because you need more Yetis. Bannon. Edgar. Is this the really... Okay. That's right. Then you have the Commander Kefka. Totally forgot about that. Locke, Treasure Hunter, Master Thief. Moog. Setzer. Oh, the Warring Triad in their statue form. Okay. New artwork, Sun Titan. Mythic. Okay, Tragic Arrogance. Archfiend of Depravity. New artwork for Reanimate. New artwork for Rise of the Dark Realms. I'm assuming that's when they're all back together to fight Kefka's angel form, or whatever you want to call it. Primordial, Combustible Gearhulk, Rune Grinder, Bedevil, new artwork. Priest of the Fellrites, or of. Ruinous Ultimatum, new artwork. That feels like that's kind of a weird copy of the Kaisar one, just now with him burning down the city. Not as sad robot, but I guess that's the Magitech armor. That's okay. Battlefield Forge, okay, good land to add. Same thing with Clifftop Retreat. Dragon Skull Summit, same thing. Fetid Heath. Graven Cairns, okay, high market. Isolated Chapel, a little bit better mana base than they do in a lot of these precons, but of course, it was more expensive than your normal precon. Sunscorched Divide. Word Opportunist and new artwork. Pitiless Plunderer, same thing. Stitcher Supplier, okay. It's cool new artwork. All right. Oh, Anger, all right. Big score. Of course, then eventually a special Soul Ring. There we go. Swifties. And talismans. Okay. Yeah, it's I don't know if these ones will be better, but historically, the foil commander cards that are in here, the foil face and second commander, they tend to curl like crazy. So you kind of have to get those sleeved up. All right, then you've got the Scions and Spellcraft. Of course, Final Fantasy XIV, I've never played. Does everybody have cat ears inside of this game? I know this game, I know Final Fantasy in a way later on kind of jumped the shark for me, but does everybody have cat ears? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Now this deck did look really cool. From my initial glances. I don't particularly want to build it, but never say never. I might. So we got Y'shtola. It's a hell of a commander. Garaha Tia. It's pretty good in her own right. Yeah, does everybody have cat ears? They've got more cat ears. Is this a set of cat ears? Is that what takes place on this planet? Or in this realm, or whatever you want to call it, in the Final Fantasy world? A lot of new cards I got to read through. I got to admit. A lot of new cards. Yeah, it's cool. They added that to the commander deck since that card's been killing it. Ardbert. Emmett Selch, a different one. Okay. Hildebrand Manderville. I don't know who the character is, right? But the fact that he's doing the pose, because that pose has been around now for a long time. Oh yeah, I got so much to read here. Oh, okay. Archmage Emeritus. Okay. Okay, Crux of Fate, but I didn't see that many dragons. That's weird. Ooh, new artwork from Murderous Rider. Baleful Strix new artwork. That looks cool. Okay. And then very similar to the last one, an upgraded but still not amazing mana base, but definitely upgraded versus the normal. Circle Power. Upgraded versus the normal Swords to Plowshares. Propagandi. Bastion. Sanguinate, Snuff Out. All right, we're getting some heat here of the uncommons. And then a Soul Ring Crystal. And Talismans. Like, that's the least you can do when you charge this for, is get us halfway decent mana base and Talismans. I know, part of it's the property, right? Part of it's the cost of the property. All right, then this deck has been, I think, the most popular to buy. Don't quote me on that, but I think this is the one in which, that's been a thing, right? The amount of outrage out there about LGS's scalping, right? Because the Cloud deck is more expensive. It's a tough situation to be in for a game store with this product. This is kind of in a way, it's a bit of a like win, lose, 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 win. You don't have enough product to go around. You're going to have people that are going to want to just buy this deck, and then like they're going to sit on tons of the Terra deck. You don't really want to do that either. So you want to sell things preferably as a complete bundle. But if you do break them apart for people that want to buy individual decks, like, are you supposed to charge the same amount for this? But then you're going to be like completely out of these, and then you have tons of Terra decks left. Like, what's the best way? Part two is, let's face facts here. How many sets have come out in which LGSs haven't done as well on? For instance, Aether Drift, right? So that came out. Set's kind of a dog. LGSs are going to sit on that product for a while. Have to sell some of it for a lot less than they anticipated. And then you get a set sometimes like this in which every single LG... Oh my God. One particular channel that popped up my feed was a guy who owns a game store. And all he did was whine and complain the whole time, yet it made perfectly clear throughout the video that he's not exactly the nicest person to his distributor reps and doesn't really care about them and would rather fight them on political issues than just do business. And so I kind of feel bad for him. But, you know, They don't have to sell you this product, right? Because he was complaining that this set was a payday. Right, it's a payday for every store. Why should they sell you the product? They only have so much to go around, right? The distributors are going to sell it. They'll have no problem selling this set in any way, shape, or form. So we got Cloud. So, like, why should they sell it to you specifically? We got Depressed Sid, Cloud's Limit Break, Helena, Heidegger. Okay. I love the fact that the Ultimate Magics have Foretell. It's just, that's Kate Sith, jerk. Gujata, yep, Ultimate Magic Meteor. Vincent, Vengeful Atoner. Okay. Wait, oh yeah, that's right. That's the one when he gets big enough, he does damage to everybody. Oh, that card's sweet. Okay, Yuffie. Bugenhagen. Hojo. Yeah, the good old Hojo. That's a pretty good card too. Summon Materia. We got Aerith. So I haven't read that one yet. I've seen Barrett. I haven't seen Red 13 yet. So check that out. Then we got another Sephiroth, which is a pretty good one, especially if you use him as a... So if I was playing with a bunch of tokens, and then... Wait a minute. What is that card that allows me to... it's a new Capenna. What's the name of that card that allows me to take one token and then put it on like all my things? Or sorry, one counter. Oh, that would be awesome with this. I don't remember the name of that card. I do have it in my Falco deck. I don't remember the name of it. I'm going to guess it. I haven't been paying as much attention. I'm going to guess it went up, didn't it? Looking at this, that card went up, didn't it? Conqueror's Flail, Champion's Helm, Darksteel Plate. He's got to have the equipment, Sword of the Animus, but that's not a sword. Okay. Not as much equipment as I would have expected. All right. Or is there more coming? There's more coming. Zagfair, Barrett, Dispatch, Secret Rendezvous, that time with the Tifa version. Okay. Is it always a Tifa version in the deck? That's cool. I pulled nothing but the Barrett version before, or I should say one copy of the Barrett version. Behemoth Sledge. Okay, Trample Lifelink. Colossus Hammer with Kate Sith's Giant Hammer. That's pretty flavorful. Hero's Blade. All right. Greaves. Is that on Tifa, I'm assuming? Yep. Skull Clamp, the thing put on Genova. And still not enough equipment, but it's fascinating that that's the most popular of the decks. Just a quick look through that felt like an equipment deck that needs a hell of a lot more focus. Anyway, this is the deck that regardless of like which game it was in, the one I'm most excited about. Primarily because, well, I'm a bit of a Bant player. And this is more Bant than a Bant can Bant. And there's a lot of cards I want to make use of out of this particular deck. Yes, the one I'm most excited about. Don't steal, kids. This was a sealed box of the 4 decks that I purchased. Got in on it super early. Didn't pay the premium because I knew I was going to get them. I didn't think there was a question in my mind. So, didn't need any convincing on this subject matter. Oh, Final Fantasy decks? Okay, take my money. Shut up and take my money. So I did pull the Borderless Surge Tifa Martial Artist. And I'm trying to figure out right now, because you got Tidus, who's a pretty good card. And then you got Yuna Grand Summoner. And I would love nothing more than to trade that Tifa for a Borderless Surge Yuna. The Grand Summoner, specifically that version. I love this card. It's so good. Now, I haven't read everything in this deck, so Auron I'm going to have to take a look at later. Chocobo Knights. Gata and Liza. Guardo. Protection Magic. Put a shield counter on each up to 3 target creatures, okay? Ixion, Yojimbo, Blitzball Stadium. All right, comes into play, and you can put +1/+1 counters on things. That's fun. Yeah. For each kind of counter on it, and it can't be blocked? That's kind of cool. Okay. Lulu. Gotta love things that proliferate for not too much challenge. In a Bant deck, 4 mana, it's like, that's fine. Remove a counter and draw a card. Okay. Which that's going to be a great addition to Saga decks, isn't it? Riku. I'll read you later. That's a lot of text. Veil 4. Master Seymour. Okay. Spirit Grid. I meant to buy another copy of that, and I had forgotten. I need to go do that. Mega Sisters. Or Mega Sisters, I don't know. Tromel. Okay, Yuna's Decision. Yuna's Whistle. Kamari. Shilinda. Sin. Strong. I think it's going to be too easy to kill, and then put all the +1/+1 counters on one specific thing kind of weakens it a little bit. Waka, still good. Let me be clear for people who are like, that's a good card. Yes, I understand that. It's just not a Damien Verdict. There's a hell of an addition. Oh, are you running a counter deck? Oh, I've got the perfect board wipe for you. Farewell. Not as perfect of a board wipe in this deck. Luminous Broodmoth, because flying counters matter. Oops. Promise of Loyalty. Resourceful Defense allows you to move around counters. New Scholar of New Horizons. Together Forever. Chasm Skulker, because +1/+1 counters and does things. Slow card. I would not leave this in here. It is a slow card. There are better options. For instance, what's that blue one? Blue creature proliferates when you cast. Anyway. Okay. Band of Progress. Fight Reagan. Forgotten Ancient. Gyre Sage. Oh, Generous Patron. Didn't catch that on that at first in new artwork. Hardened Scales, classic. Incubation Druid, classic for this kind of deck. Rampant Rejuvenator, really good card in this kind of deck. Tireless Tracker. What's Altered Ego? Okay. Endless Detour. Fathom Mage, always good in this kind of deck. And a cool artwork, Walk and Ballista. Brushland, yeah, okay, we've seen the lands. Destroy Evil. So it does not have that one card I was thinking of that I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. Ooh, 3 Visits edition. Okay, Signet, and the coolest of the Soul Rings. All right, so it doesn't have that one card. That one card, what's it? I do not remember what it's called. I have to look. It's literally in my Falco, which my Falco is my favorite deck. All right, so now we've got 4 of these things to open up. Thank you for just listening to me talk randomly about these decks. I appreciate you all. I understand not everybody likes that kind of content, but Sid, all right, borderless. Sorry, extended art Sid. I don't know why I said borderless. And Lice Hex. Okay, at least I assume that's how you say it. Thought you can get foils in these, no? Chocobo Knights, that is actually a cool card to get a second copy of. So fun. And Go-Go, I've already got extra copies of that. Or an extra copy from Commander deck, or Commander, not Commander, the collector box thing. Yeah, whatever they call it. Collector box. Hey, you can get foils. Professor Hojo, that's a cool one. Foil Professor Hojo. And a foil Emmett Selch. Okay, so they're both foil in that pack, but the other... Fascinating. So there's some packs that are just foil packs. All right, last one. Veil 4. It's a non-foil. And go. All right, that's going to do it. Appreciate you all running through me. I've got, at time of this filming anyway, I've got one more set box, and I think that's going to do it for me in Final Fantasy at that point. Whatever I don't have at that point, I'll probably just, buy a single copy of or two, and we'll go from there. So I like what they did with the set. I don't like what they did with the price points, and that either they greatly underestimated the popularity or it was right where they wanted it to be, and they wanted it to be a giant hype machine. Who knows which? I don't know. Generally, most companies will like to make as much money as they can on a product, right? And usually understocking isn't always the best thing in the world, right? But at the same time, you're trying to figure out where to be so you don't overprint either, because that's not good either. So at least it's good for us. It's bad for them. let me clarify that, because somebody probably just got pissed out there. It's good for us, the buyer. It's bad for them, the company. Okay, all right. Because things get overstaffed, right? Then you can get it for cheaper, and Lord knows I love that. So I'm right with you. Anyway, I'm done talking. See you next time. Bye.